Learn HTML Lesson 003. How to save and display HTML code in web browser. I have been learning HTML for only a few months, so there is still so much to learn about HTML. This video was made to organize the HTML that I learned as a beginner learning HTML and to share it with those who want to learn HTML. I will read to make things easier for beginners from the standpoint of learning HTML. I will work until the HTML whole process is made. If this video is helpful, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe at the back of the video. We learned about simple HTML structure and how to install Visual Studio Code in the last video. If you haven't seen the video yet, you can view 2 videos by searching for the following. (001) Understanding the simple HTML structure. 002 How to install Visual Studio Code. Today is the 3rd video of Learn HTML. It is about how to save and display HTML code in web browser. We are going to talk about how to make the simplest Hello World appear in Chrome, the default web browser. Key video content includes 1. Specifying a folder. 2. Save new file name. 3. HTML coding. 4. Save HTML coding. 5. Default web browser settings. 6. Reveal in web browser. 1. Specifying a folder. To run Visual Studio Code, click the Visual Studio Code icon on the background screen. When executed, the initial screen appears. Select File menus to the left of the top menu. Select Open Folder to work with for convenience. Specify folder H_003 here. Folder pre-specified completed. 2. Save new file name. To create a new file, click the File menu in the upper left corner. Then click New File. Click the File menu in the upper left corner to name the new file. Click Save As. Write down the name of the file you want to use. I named the file Hello here. Select the file type. Here, I choose HTML, so the file name is hello.html. File name saved successfully. Let's start HTML coding. Here is a description of elements and tags. HTML elements and tags work together to mark up content. HTML elements indicate the purpose of a tag and tags indicate the beginning and the tags indicate the beginning and the end of an element. HTML tags are element names surrounded by angle brackets. HTML tags are made up of two pairs that indicate the beginning and end, but sometimes a tag such as img can only be used as a start tag. The ending tag begins with the slash character. The OCDYT-HTML declaration defines this document to be HTML5, the most up-to-date version of the HTML language. The HTML element is the root element of an HTML page. It wraps around all of the other code and content in our document. It always contains one head element and one body element. The head element is a container that can include a number of HTML elements that are not visible parts of the page rendered by the browser. These elements are either metadata that describe information about the page or are helping pull in external resources like CSS style sheets or JavaScript files. The title element is the only element that is required to be contained within the head tags. The content within this element is displayed as the page title in the tab of the browser and is also what search engines use to identify the title of a page. There can only be one button. All of the content that you see rendered in the browser is contained within this element. All of the content that you see rendered in the browser is contained within this element. HTML headings are defined with the H1 to H6 tags. H1 tag defines the most important heading. H6 tag defines the least important heading. HTML headings equals hello displays as the largest letter, H1 tag. Try writing HTML code again. Save HTML coding. When HTML coding is complete, save to hello.html file. To save, move the shortcut key Ctrl+S or select the File menu to the left of the top menu. then click Save. File saved successfully. 5. Default web browser settings. Internet Explorer/Chrome. Set up a web browser to use by default for future execution convenience. You can use Chrome as your default web browser, or Internet Explorer as your default web browser. This video uses Chrome as the default web browser. Let me explain how to make it your default web browser in Chrome and Internet Explorer. First, we will set the Chrome web browser as the default web browser. Open the Chrome web browser. Click the Settings menu in the upper right, displayed in red squares. Click Settings below. In the default browser box. When click Make Default, Chrome is set as the default web browser. Second, how to set the Internet Explorer as default web browser. Open the Internet Explorer web browser. Click Tools in the top left menu. Click Internet Options. Select Programs from the top menu. In the default web browser box, click Make Default. Then clicking OK will finish setting up the default web browser. Reveal in web browser. Return to the Visual Studio Code screen. Select hello.html in the left field to view it as a web browser. Click on the right mouse button and then click on Reveal in Explorer or press the shortcut key Alt+Shift+R. Click the hello.html file on the screen that appears. You can see Hello appearing on the Chrome web browser screen. Today we learned how to make simple hello words appear in Chrome, a web browser.